Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm going to be talking to you today about 6 personality tests that I recently took for my Organizational Behavior for Managers class. The 3 I'm going to be focusing on are the Type A personality, Myers-Briggs, and Big 5 personality. The first test that I took was the Type A personality. In my head, I've always known that I am clearly a Type A person. I carry a lot of the traits and have been told by many people that there's no chance that I'm necessarily a type B. So when I took the test, I thought I'd score very high and just have all the clear points right in front of me. But I actually scored a 52, which is still high for the type A personality, but also very much in the middle. I, of course, being the type A I am, went back and took the test 2 more times to see what I had to do to get that high score. But I looked at the results and had to answer questions differently than I would like to, meaning that I was putting myself in front of family and friends, and I can probably say that's not necessarily the person I am. I love caring for my family and my friends and making sure that they're happy before myself. And even though I carry a lot of the traits, I am perfectly happy with the 52. I think probably the thing that I would classify me as most type A is my planner. I have every single detail of my life in this thing and get very, very anxious when I'm without it. I can remember back in China, I kept a daily color-coded list of what I was doing every day in China to keep track of, and I had many people coming to me for a reference to remember what we did those days. The second test I took was the Myers-Briggs. I scored with an ENFJ, meaning extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. I scored a 72% extroverted, meaning that I really just derive energy from people and objects. I'd like to think not only coffee, but when I get in social situations, I really excel and just am really myself. The next highest was judging with a 56. Not to mean I'm a judgmental person by any means, but just that I'm very organized and systematic and like things done a certain way. And really, when I'm done with the project, I just want to have clarity and closure and just be done with it. The third highest was feeling with a 38%, and meaning I just really make my decisions based off my morals of what's right and wrong, and that's how I arrive at most of my solutions for different problems. The Big 5 personality test, I scored high in 3 of the categories. I got a 4.6 in extroversion, which again just means that I'm very outgoing and think that I can really work with anyone. I got a 4.5 in conscientiousness, which is known for being if you score high in conscientiousness, that you are looked as a high performer and most seeked in the job force, which means I just am really organized and punctual and dependable with my work. And I scored a 4.1 with agreeableness, which means I'm just really tolerant of group diversity and trusting to give 100% of my all to make things get done and do well on my work. So overall, I think that my strengths are really my organization is systematic to make sure that the flow of groups really stay on track, and that my outgoing personality can really enhance leadership to motivate my group to keep going and get things done. And my weakness might be my type A personality, just because I expect that things will be done a certain way, but I'm also somewhat indecisive sometimes, letting other people give their own opinions, and when I'm not sure about what I think, I just go with what someone else says instead of sticking up for what I actually think or giving myself time to really make a decision. But for my group, I think I really just want to see quality work the first time around, so we don't have to go back and redo things many times, and we can just efficiently get each of our due dates done and efficiently, so by the end of the quarter we won't have a bunch of work piled up for us, and that we can just turn it in and be happy with what it is and hopefully get an A-. Alright, well, thank you for listening, and bye-bye.